always been a form of currency. That's why I put it in the a way to get in the credits, because not everybody has money. I got to think about that too. I think as a content creator, you do want money, but not everybody has that money. And that's why I think it befalls to Twitch, man. You know, I mentioned it the other day in another stream. They paying you pennies, not even, I was gonna say on the dollar. They're not even paying you pennies on the dollar in advertisement. I guess we should be grateful that they are even paying affiliates advertising money, but can you really be grateful for 86 cents? I was about to look at my earnings for like the last few days, and I was like, why? Not that I'm sad about it. Like, I know what it is. I already know what's gonna be there when I get there. It's like a refrigerator. You know what's in there. You know ain't shit in there, but you keep going back to look. That's what it's like. When I watch a streamer with a lot of people in the chat, I don't comment in the chat because I just think it's pointless. I will say this. I kind of agree with you, but I also think they've done that for a reason. I try to see things from both sides. So from the streamer side, well, there's actually three sides to this to me. There's the streamer side, there's the viewer side, and then there's Twitch's side. You know, the company. Twitch wants you to say and do anything legal, we hope, right? In order to get more viewership. That in turn creates money, revenue, ads for more revenue, all that stuff. It adds up, right? Hey, subs, they get part of that. They get a part of the bits, blah, blah, blah. They want that. They say they don't care. Now, for the content creator side, you would like as many people to pay you as possible. Like if you had 5 people in your chat room, but each one of those people gave you $5 every time, that'd be great, wouldn't it? But we know that's not going to happen because, like I said before, everybody doesn't have the $5. Now let's go to a viewer, because I've been a viewer. I want to support multiple streamers. I try to throw some bits. I think I purchase bits because I think it's the easiest way for me to show support in a monetary way. You know what I mean? Back when I was on Mixer, I liked it better because I didn't feel bad about buying embers, because you had to give somebody 50. It was like you couldn't give anybody less than 50 cents, really, is what it boiled out to, because 50 embers was 50 cents. So it did, the way things worked out, you didn't mind. It just worked out that way. But here, the bits is like, I don't know. I shudder in giving somebody 5 bits now. I used to think it was cool. Like, I get this motherfucker 5 bits. I don't think that's cool anymore. If a joker's putting on like a 5-hour stream and I give him 5 bits, that's an insult. That's like a bit an hour. To me, from me to them, I think that would be an insult. So I try to round it off. Like, I got a base. Depending on who the streamer is and what's going on, I got a base. Like, let's take Real Mama Eagle, for instance. Whenever I go there, I try to drop down at least 50 now. 50 bits. Not a lot, right? But I only have so many bits. So I try to get a higher number, or a dollar. It'll be a 50 or a dollar. You know, depending on what's going on. Depending on the time of month, what's going on. If I go to say, let's say a smaller streamer, like I just left Razors. Let's say I go there, I might drop 25. But I don't think I'll drop less than 15, depending on who the person is. If it's a brand new person I just met, right, and I do like their stream, I'll drop like 15 bits on. Now, somebody might say, that's not a lot of bits, but for somebody I just started watching, I think that's a lot. Most people don't give you any bits for quite a while. Some people could watch you for 2 months and never give you a bit. Somebody could watch you forever and never give you a bit. Somebody could watch you 2 minutes. But I mean, there's no time limit on it, but these are just how I do things, I should say. What's up, New Here? How you doing, New Here? Your tag say boss, but since you new here, I'm gonna call you New Here, baby. How you feeling, New Here? In any regard, I do have a YouTube. I always usually say that. And it seems to be working, because people come over here and they're watching the videos, which, again, I appreciate. I think the biggest thing that Twitch does for me is that direct people to my YouTube. I really like making these fucking videos, and I'm being honest with you, it's kind of a love-hate thing. I take a break and I'm like, oh God, thank you, I'm not making more YouTube. But then it'll call back to me, an idea will call to me in my head and say, hey, go make this, go do that. Like how parenting in the 2000s created entitled, this video right here, this video right here started as an idea I just had. Like, I think it was like, I was sitting here and I was doing something and I was watching videos and I was mad and I was upset and I said, why? And I thought about it, pieced it together as a little, brainchild concept. And I think within 5 days, I had this video built up, right? So that one didn't take long. On the other hand, the one I wanted to do on my video on Facebook, where I quit Facebook, I've lost all connection to Facebook, man. I'm so glad I decided to take. At first, I was kind of, and I was gonna put this in video form, right? I was like, well, let me turn my music down a little bit because I know it's kind of loud too. But at first, I was like, well, do I want to leave Facebook? Because there was some people. Now I'm not gonna say that. This is a better way to phrase it. If you're like me, what game is this? This Chat Times a Million, new here. This Chat Times a Million. Remember that. You might want to order it. Pre-order your copy. Chat Times a Million. Okay. Hey, tomorrow I'm gonna take care of this haircut too. I'm not gonna look like Grizzly Adams tomorrow after work. I plan on getting me a little trim. So, wifey gave me a couple of. Hey, that's. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that's the first time a woman gave me money to go get a haircut. That's wild. Good. I'm glad it was my wife. Anyway, back to this. Some of these videos hit me. Some of them I planned for a while. But the point is, I like making them, and I think streaming gives me an outlet to talk shit, bullshit, play video games. But at the same time, got a YouTube. I got a YouTube, so you can go over there and check out the videos. If you haven't already checked them out, I've said it a billion times. I got a bajillion of them. The video that's blown to the most is, I know it's fallen into the Google searches. This airflow water cooler that I installed. You know what? I thought, hey man, people liked some of the other stuff I did on electronics. Because that's lately, the last 6 months, what's been doing the hottest on my channel, the electronic stuff. But they liked it. And I said, well, let me just throw that in there and film it. Real simple video it was too. Like I said, most of the time, it's the video you don't plan on. So I just threw it in there, filmed it. Hey, boom, 8,000 views right now. Ain't climbing. But it's because of that Google search. I'm no fool. If it was because I was such a great guy, these 8,000 views would be changing into more than just maybe 60 subscribers in the last month. That's just the way the game's played. So like if I was really catching fire, if people really liked me and say I gotta get enough, I can't get enough of his videos, the views transcribe into, I hope I'm using that word right, transcribe into subscribers. You know what I mean? It turns into subscribers, to put it plainly. So it'll reflect. But I mean, I think, and I've heard big YouTubers say this too. When they look at their stats, most of the viewers are not even subscribers. Most people, I think now, go to YouTube, like they'll go to YouTube in passing. They don't have a formal account or something, or they might be kids, or they could be just letting their video player play. So most of the views you get probably might not even be quality views, meaning there might not even be somebody in front of the TV watching you. They just might have it playing. Let me see what you say. I'm finna look like Uncle Fester, man. Hey, I'm looking like Grizzly Adams out of this bitch. But when it clean up, baby, it be nice and sharp when it clean up. I have a close friend that streams, and she came back after her cancer was in remission. I gifted her 50 subs and $360 a bitch because it really has a good heart. Hey, I would have done it. I think it goes beyond that too. That's good, but I think it's like, hey, it's kind of a reward for perseverance to me, is what I would have gave her money for. Like, hey man, you beat all that and you came back here to do this? Well shit, you didn't have to. Let me put something on it, I think a lot of people are afraid to put something on it. I think the talk is bigger than putting something on it these days. Am I making sense? Like does that make sense? More people like to talk about I'm gonna put something on it than actually putting something on it. Oh, I support this. Like the loudest people's two favorite word is research and support. Like fake loud people always talking about I did research, I do research, and they never do. Or they were like, I support, y'all need the support. These are two of the loud broke people's favorite words. And I'm not trying to pick on you for being broke, but if you don't have anything to contribute and you faking it, it kind of make you a fraud too, don't it? It goes beyond being broke. This sounds backwards, but the only time I pay for stuff for a guy is because we are in a relationship. Then I don't mind paying for haircuts and clothes. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't ask somebody to. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. I think in this day and age, if you had asked me in 1990, I'd probably say something different. Different rules, different person. But this day and age, I don't think you should be obligated to pay for anything for anybody, whether you're a man or a woman. Let's say you go on a date. I don't know how the dating game works because I ain't been in the bitch for a while, so I honestly don't know. Let me put that disclaimer out there. But I would say this: the way the atmosphere is today. To be fair, and this is me, to be fair, you shouldn't be obligated. Like if you go on a date, let's say you go on a date to, you can't even say the movies no more because fucking kung fu, right? But let's say you go on a date to a coffee shop, right? You say, hey, we want to meet, let's sit down, let's talk. Boom. Hey, I'll pay for my coffee. You pay for your coffee. Let's talk. If we trying to get to know each other, that should be that. That most people don't. Most people think date. Like if you ask, I hate to say this. I'm gonna say it. If you ask the average woman, most women. Let me put it this way. If you ask most women, and you say, "Let me just go to a coffee shop," most of them will say no. Nah, I ain't no date. That ain't no date. Okay. But I gotta give credit. I have been to a coffee shop with a lot of women and had some good experiences, and they agreed mostly because the way I put it, I was like, "Hey, let's go here. It's daytime. You'll be safe. I'll be safe." They didn't care about my safety, but I said that, right? But you'll be safe. I'll be safe. You'll be assured that nobody hit you. I won't. And coffee shop is right in the public, and we get to know each other. And boom, I think that sounds logical. And most logical women took that up, and we became friends after that. Most of the people watch on YouTube. I'm not sub to, man. I can't be bothered to hit the sub button. Hey, you know what? In a real world, I understand that. That's why I don't ask for that. If you hear me over and over, I'm beyond asking for those numbers. Like I ask people to go to YouTube to sub for a certain reason because that helps me in the algorithm. That's why I specifically say go sub to YouTube. But you don't hear me say sub here, right? Because subs cost money here. But more importantly to me, what I came to realize at the turn of the new year was we giving money to I say we because I do too. We're giving money to Twitch unnecessarily by buying. I would rather you buy bits. Because like I say, bits you can toss around. In a bunch, you can distribute bits. That's the good thing about bits. And they're electronic. You get them. But subs, it's like, it's built for what it is. It's like if you sub to somebody for 6 months, it's like a gym membership. If you don't use it, you wasting that money. So you feel compelled to come back. Plus, you already like the person. So that's the way those subs work. They're designed. But the money, half that money is going, or whatever amount that Twitch takes, and I don't ask for them. I've never hit above 10 subs. Never. I can show you my whole Streamlab thing right now. Never gone above 10 subs. I think, well, that's not true. I think I got to 11 because they said something about those new emote badges things or whatever. I'm more of a talk show guy. I've come to realize that now. I'm more of a talk show. I know I'm an entertainer, but more of a talk show entertainer guy. So I don't have to too much rely on, I don't know what they call gimmicks. I don't know what you would call it. The channel points and the this and the that and the third. I don't talk about all that stuff because I don't need a lot of that stuff. I realize that people are entertained from me talking and doing the stuff I do. Should I put those things in place? Yes, because some people want those things. Thusly, I did it. I put certain channel points up. I put certain commands up. I did what I thought could be entertaining and useful. I didn't want to go in there and do stuff that just, hey, let's just slap some shit in here. What other people doing? I don't believe in having a template. Like, let me take this down. These modular, and I'm not trying to take business away from people, but this is just the honest thing. Those modular little things that Streamlabs and all those things, you don't need that. You don't even need to pay a guy or a gal to hook up your stream. I mean, if you're not imaginative at all, you're like, well, I'm a person that I can't fuck with it. Then you gotta do those things. But not everybody needs to pay those people, or get the Streamlabs package, this and that and third. I think that when you stream, maybe you should build your way up. You know what I mean? When I got into streaming heavy, I had all this equipment. Well, not all of this equipment. Most of this equipment that was required to stream, I had. The only thing I had to get new before I streamed from my PC was my where is it at? Well, yeah, this is what I used to stream for when I was on console. Pretty nifty thing too. It worked. For the longest, it worked. Not gonna lie, can't front on it. It was cheap too. I think that one cost me $60. This one cost me $60. The Cam Link cost me $100 and something because I wanted my camera. I wanted to be able to take advantage of 4K because the camera I'm using right now is a 4K camera. So that's why I got the stuff I have. But maybe you should start like PlayStation was a great place to start. How's your night going? My night's going perfect. I was chilling before this, Ken, and I could have kept chilling, but I said, man, let me get on here for the people. I was a little tired, taking a couple of naps. Like I told boss, I love my 5 people, boss. I do, boss. But sometimes it get a little tiring. Sometimes you just like, I gotta just keep referring back to the meme. Sometimes you're like, man, I don't know if I want to do it tonight. And every small streamer, I think you can identify with me. Some nights you just don't want to keep trudging. And even people who have like 50 viewers per night, they sometimes feel like, why can't I get past 50? Why can't I get past 50? Right? How's your night going? I'm out driving and I'm hearing it's gonna be another dumbass storm again. Shit. Well, with the first, I didn't know the first one ended. See, I don't watch the news anymore, guys. I don't. What's up, Sherlock? Glad to see you. Glad to have you on the case, as usual. Sherlock is my moderator. Glentastic, also a moderator. How you doing, Glenn? Great to see you. I was going to talk to you about your video, Glenn. You might have to remind me because I'm talking about so much shit at one time. But welcome to the Streamer's Bartender. I am your host, SOC Spectacular. And I'm talking about streaming in general. I'll take all your questions, any questions, almost any questions. I do not want to talk about politics tonight, so I'm going to bar those. We're not going to do politics tonight. I don't want to fuck with that dumb shit. But if you got any, politics and sex. Directly sex stuff. I'm not dealing with none of that. None of that. But anything else, man, we could probably do that. Some of these things I tell people, say, man, don't fuck with it. Don't fuck with it, bro. They don't listen to me. Marvel's Avengers seemed bland from the time it dropped, bro. That thing was just, ugh. It didn't even, I don't know how they was going to squeeze even fucking a story out of that, to be honest with you. Most people say the story was decent, but I think they're just trying to be nice. I think they're really trying to be nice, which kills me. Which kills me because I keep saying this. If people was as hard on, what's that game called? No Man's Sky. If people was as hard as on Marvel's Avengers, Fallout 76. Why I would keep wanting to call that game Destiny? Probably because they play like Destiny. Oh God, the motherfucker where you fly in the suit and you a fake ass Iron Man. What's that game called? See, I can never remember the name of the game. Start with an A. God damn. Oh, the PlayStation one. There it is. Yeah. So people who bought a PlayStation 5, I did want to go on that a little bit, just a touch. Just a touch. And I only say that because I've seen this I said this in my last stream. I've seen more and more people say that they regretted buying a PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S, or they feel like they should have waited on PlayStation, Xbox, and Microsoft. Sony and Microsoft should have waited to drop the new consoles. Well, I think we all knew that. I don't think the systems themselves suck. They're decent, good systems, whatever you want to call them, but there are no games to play. They're across the board. There is nothing new to play right now, and there probably won't be anything worthwhile new playing in the next 6 months until Resident Evil 8 comes out. Resident Evil 8 will probably be the first game of the year where people can dig in and have fun, but you and I know how quick a Resident Evil 8 game it was over. Resident Evil 8 could have what? At best, 12 hours, 14 hours of gameplay. So ask yourself, what else is coming out this year? So if you did pay a scalper, I hope you didn't, exorbitant amount of money, you gotta ask yourself why. You really gotta be asking yourself why. You can only play, like if you've got, I don't know, 15 PlayStation games. I'm just taking a stab at it. I got 200 of them bitches. By the time I got a PlayStation 4, I had like 200 and maybe close to 300. Last time I remember was 244. I at least have 244. That's my last official mind count. But don't think I'm rich. I got a lot of them bitches on sale on the low. Hey, I'm counting PlayStation. I had a lot of games, is what I'm telling you. But, excuse me, of those games, I couldn't see me getting on PlayStation 5 paying $500 plus just to replay them in high def. Especially, like boss, like, you bullshit. Bro, I know you're joking, but man, these graphics on this computer, every day I get up and I play a new game, it's like, wow. From the past August till now, oh man, look at this shit. I've been sleeping on PC this whole time. I don't feel bad about the decision. More and more, I stay with and ease into PC. I'm with it. Like this dude I know, chatting with him in Snapchat, and he was like, "Oh, you PC now all the way?" Yeah. Well, I look back. What am I doing on PlayStation 4, bro? Have you been on PlayStation 4, bro? That thing's archaic. PlayStation 4 is starting to move like, I don't know. Really, it started last year. They was throttling their system like last year. But now if you get on the PlayStation 4, especially the base console, that motherfucker move like, nah, I'm fucking with it, bro. You need an SSD now. SSD is standard now, bro. Selfish streamers. Somebody was telling me I was right about some of the stuff I was saying too. And I wish it was Sosa. I hope Sosa, he probably sleep right now because he was playing video games all damn day, look like. I hope he comes in here and he maybe he can clarify that in the next hour or two. But yeah, he's saying you right about these guys on here. I know I'm right. I know because I see it every day. But I wanted to talk about selfish streamers, and to elaborate on what I think a selfish streamer is. They don't go to other people's streams. They don't network with people. They treat their viewers like a number. So let's go into those. As a streamer, should you go to somebody else's stream? You don't have to. No, you don't have to. But I think that going to other people's stream, if let's say you only wanted to gain something, let's say you were a selfish person, right? And you say, you can look at it this way. If I go to somebody else's stream, at least I'll see how they kind of handle things. If they are a good streamer, maybe I'll learn a couple of tips from them. Maybe it's some stuff I can learn. Maybe it's some things I can emulate, But if you never go to anybody else's stream, I don't think it's fair to then turn around and ask, why am I not getting any followers? Why am I not growing? Well, you never go to anybody. Nobody really knows you exist in the streaming community, so to speak. Because a lot of times when people love you or like you and they have a relationship, they say, hey man, go check out XYZ guy. He's pretty cool, man. Oh really? Yeah, I really mean it. Go check that guy out. And they'll go check him out. So, but if you never go to anybody's stream, how would you know? How would you know who's cool and who's not? It's kind of narrow-minded, but you're entitled to stay in your own stream. To the next point, does it network? You don't have to network either. You could be. I think networking. Everybody doesn't need to network. Like let's take Shroud, right? If I was Shroud levels of entertaining, starting off, and people just flock to this channel, right? Hundreds, let's say I got 100 people, viewers within 30 days, and they just loved everything I was saying. And I was Shroud levels of entertaining. Be great. I don't need it. I don't say I don't need, but it wouldn't help me so much to network, to work with people. You can still do it, but you're growing on your own at a fast pace, so you probably wouldn't think of it too much. In that particular case, most people would want to work with you because you're a hot property, right? You're a hot commodity. Hey, I need to get on to the SFC because he's going up, But I still say you should probably network because working with them might send you up the ladder. There's more people that they know that are getting in the funnel and watch you. Treats viewers like numbers. I think most competent viewers, let's put it that way, competent viewers can feel when they're being treated like a number. I think excessive thanking people is a part of that. I think fake ass, like I pointed out before in the joke. You sitting there, and I know anybody in you, maybe you want to comment it, maybe you don't, maybe you agree, maybe you don't. But I have gone into streams and the guys or girl are sitting there playing, right? They just talking. Hey guys, and today we're gonna do this. Oh man, look at that. Hey, and then all of a sudden you come in the room. You type in, hey, how you doing, man? How you doing, streamer 572? Streamer 572 sees you. They might say something, they might not. If they do say something, they probably say like, oh hey, what's up, SFC? And they keep going. Now, streamer at 572, you drop 25 bits on them. They change. Holy shit, it's SFC, y'all. Hey, y'all, ring the bell. Shout out from the hills. See what I'm saying? You feel, sometimes, correct me if I'm wrong, you feel like a number. You feel like, wow, that guy really pays attention when I give money. Or that guy really only pays attention to me when I give something. I think to add to your content creation, if you want to be successful on Twitch, this has been said a couple of times, so it's not new. You gotta have, if this is your goal, you gotta have another channel. You gotta have something else. You gotta have an Instagram. You gotta have a, I have the power. Fantastic, hitting you with the host. You gotta have another avenue. Gotta have a YouTube. Let's go over there. Per se, gotta have YouTube. Not necessarily YouTube, but if you don't have a YouTube, have a TikTok. If you don't have a TikTok, have an Instagram. Have some way, or Discord, that's popular for streamers. Have some way for people to talk to you offline or outside of a chat, or somebody, like with YouTube and Instagram, it's a way for people to discover you. Like most people will say to themselves, they really like you. Holy shit, that video was great, man. I wonder if this guy's got more. And they go look. Then they be like, hey, I wonder if this guy got an Instagram or Twitter or whatever. And they go look. If they really like you, they'll go look. Now, you can say that all day, too. I found that by saying that with YouTube, more people go to YouTube. But then I kind of feel like, well, are they going there just because I told them to? See, that's why I don't like saying sub to me and this and that. Are they going there to sub or are they going there to watch? I'd rather you go to actually watch because I'm telling you, you will like the stuff. If I can get 100 likes, I feel all right. Does that match my numbers? I don't know. Probably not. But I have matched my numbers before. I've got 500,000 views before or likes. Let's move on. If you got something you don't like about streamers or something they do, toss it in there. Tell me, what's a pet peeve of yours? This is the time, man. That's why we got streamers, bartenders. This is the place where you could toss shit out without being fearful, right? You can't just go to people's stream and say, hey, you doing this wrong. I mean, it's not really a place to go express negative connotations, so to speak. So this is the place to do it. But let me mention the PayPal one more time, and then I won't mention it no more. But if you get a chance and you want to support your boy monetarily, hit the PayPal. I know you got a PayPal. ArmyMan_. It's right there. It right there. Right there. I can't get my hand. Yeah. It's right there. You know. But if you can't, I understand. But yeah, moving on. I was drifting from the conversation. Let me get back at. So we could get back to some streamers. Some things that I was talking about that you need to do. I think if you are a streamer, let's say you're a new streamer, a small streamer, and you want to know basic things that I think everybody should know. Not this. It's not me. I don't have no expert advice, but this is basic stuff. You gotta have a mic. I go to a lot of people's streams that say, "Hey, follow." Well, they don't ask me to follow, or maybe I might follow them, and they do stream, and they'll say, "I don't know why people don't follow me," but they don't have a mic. If you don't at least have a mic, fam, people want to hear your voice. People want to get to know you. They come to your. They don't necessarily come for the gameplay. It's nice, yes, but they come to talk to you, interact with you. I've seen it many times where somebody come in there and say, "Hey, what's up?" to somebody. I'll be just chilling in the stream, right? I'm lurking. Guys got 5 people in the stream. Then somebody else come in and say, "Hey, what's up?" Guy won't respond. Either he's too into the game, he or she into the game, or they're not paying attention or whatever. We don't see the comments all the time. Right? We like to answer the comments as much as we want to, but if you go 30 minutes without looking at the comments, something wrong. Unless you there are certain conditions, but in general, you want to be always monitoring the comments. You want to have a microphone. I would encourage you to have a camera. Camera's probably better. There's many nights I want to turn off this camera, bro. Look at this. Look at this shit right here. You know what I mean? Look at the camera. You have to look at me. You can listen to my voice. But nah, I'm like, you know what? I pay a lot of money for this fucking camera. I'm gonna get on this motherfucker and I'm gonna let them see what the fuck I look like, even if I look like Grizzly Adams. But yeah, you gotta be able to talk, move. I don't know if you're playing like Mario, you can talk your way, through some Mario. I just jumped on that Goomba. Fuck that Goomba. You don't have to say that, but something. Say something. Don't. You can't do this. That can't be you, bro. That can't be you, bro. Nobody's gonna find that interesting at all. In the least, bro. You gotta be saying something. False modesty. There we go. This is another thing I want to talk about, the streamers themselves. I see a lot of people with false modesty. Meaning, they kind of know how hot they are, right? But then they want to, you guys are the greatest. I'd be nowhere without you. Give me money. You guys, I owe everything to you. I'm just a worm. Give me money. I'm a piece of shit, people. You know that. I'm not really all that good. But if you guys would just give me money. You ever run into a stream like that? Anyway, moving on. You never give, but you ask for money on stream. I don't know. This is a tough one, though. I guess this is something I want to talk about, right? You don't necessarily have to give somebody something to get something. But if you never give anybody anything, like let's say you're a streamer, right? And you've never ventured into somebody else's chat room to even try to sub or give bits. If you don't get them, can you really I'm not saying you don't deserve them, but if you don't get them, you can't be surprised. I guess that's a good way of putting it. I've come up with something new. There's no schedules around here, baby. We don't do it like that. We just do what we gotta do. I come on here, I play some video games, trees. Okay. I thought you meant something else because it was a female symbol. I was like, oh shit, he's getting the punani. Oh shit. That's what I thought. I don't know. Let me see what else I got on here to talk about you guys, and then I can just start answering some questions. I already talked about don't spend a lot of money. Talked about self-streamers. Yeah, I think I covered everything. I want to cover. So now I can do my thing. I appreciate everybody that came by tonight, though. But I got to bail. We had a good discussion. We played some good games. You know, if you want to go watch this back on the VOD, do that. Don't be afraid. Go over there at YouTube. Go over there at Instagram. Same name, SSP Spectacular. That's all I'm gonna say for tonight. But until next time. Oh, and this gonna be all fixed up tomorrow. I won't be looking like Grizzly Adams. So tune in. Well, tune in Monday when I'll be back. But until then, remember, if you can't be good at it. I'm out of here. Peace. What's good, spectacular soldiers?